Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining on a Saturday evening. And today we'll be discussing about WeGrow, basically a AI-powered tool that filters and summarizes the real-time news and updates on your favorite stocks directly to your WhatsApp. So today we have with us Santosh Badal and Ashish Godse. So both are founders at WeGrow. So Santosh Badal is an entrepreneur with over a decade of experience in IT. He's passionate about technology and equity. He's also founder at Unichronic System Private Limited. Vigo, I already informed. He also created Screener Smart Analyzer Chrome extension, which is being used by more than 10,000 plus users. And coming to Ashish, he's an MBA graduate and CFA charter holder with over 15 years of experience in corporate academia and entrepreneurship. Is also passionate about teaching and been into teaching, and over the past decade has taught finance concept to various people. Is also a co-founder at WeGrow. So very warm welcome to both of you. And before that, just a disclaimer: there is no commercial angle to this. It's just we want to understand the functionality of this tool, and definitely I can vouch on the passion of Santosh, which I have met in person, and definitely his team member must always be matching frequency with Badal. So over to you guys. Once one by one, you can give your intro additional if you have something. Then we explain the functionality, and as and when our audience have questions, they can definitely write in the chats and raise their hands for their questions. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Prince. And good evening, everyone. On a Sunday evening when everybody is busy taking rest or going out, you guys have taken your time out and you have been here. First of all, thank you for your time. Speaking about me and Santosh, as Prince has rightfully pointed out, I'm somebody who has done his MBA, who is a CFA charter. I have more than 15 years of experience. My real passion lies in teaching, simplifying the complex concepts and making sure that the people can make a prudent financial decision. This is where I come in. Santosh is somebody who is a entrepreneur right throughout, and he is a technological wizard, as I can vouch for that part. Also, when it comes to both of us, we share an equal passion when it comes to giving out knowledge, or when we want to where we want to help people in any way, shape, or form. If you would have seen about Santosh, he has come up with Screener Smart Analyzer, which is a featured Chrome extension, and it has more than 10,000 users out there. That itself, by just clicking on one button, that will help you make a very wise decision as to whether the stock is at a very high price, low price, so on and so forth. Now, me and Santosh, when we met, we realized that both of us share an equal passion of educating people and making sure that the ordinary people are the ones who benefit out of it. We have seen, and I have personally been in this industry for a long time, people who have access to another other tools which go up to lakhs and lakhs of rupees, they obviously have an upper hand compared to others. We wanted to have a level playing field, and through a lot of ideas, lot of churning, and with the zeal and passion to make sure that the people are helped throughout, we came up with this idea called WeGrow. Now, what is WeGrow and how this idea came into being? I'll just take a minute and explain this part. As I said, we wanted to have a level playing field. We had a lot of debates. We had a lot of idea. It took us 3 months just to come up with how to deliver our action plan and how to make sure that the what would be the core idea of it. And the core idea is really to help everyone, each and every investor, be it from a financial background or from a non-financial background, to help them make informed decision, and that too at a very low price. So this is where WeGrow came in. And now I will just explain to you what WeGrow is. WeGrow, as Prince has rightfully pointed out, is a AI powered tool. What it does is it filters from all the noise that is coming in. It filters the news that is relevant to you and relevant to your stocks, and it delivers to you on your WhatsApp, right on your screen, your mobile screen, and it will be in a very simplified manner, and it will give you a quick decision to make, or rather it will help you make a very quick decision whether you what do you want to do, whether you want to hold, sell, or anything of that sort. Now when it comes to WeGrow, there are four key characteristics that are there, and as you can see, those are speed. So the news should be delivered as quickly as possible. The news should be authentic. That is, the news should not be something just like a lot of times happens, tip aa gaya. Nothing of that sort. This is authentic news that will be coming in. Then the third feature is the filtration. That is, when we look at any other website or anything for that matter, we get huge amount of information that is coming out there, and that actually overburdens a lot of people. What we have done is we basically make sure that it filters out all the noise and gives you the real news that is relevant to your stocks. And finally, the key part of it is the summarization. What do I mean by that is, if you look into any updates that have come in, what happens there is that news has loads of PDFs, and you have no idea whether that information is something that will be relevant to you, or it is something which is actionable, so on and so forth. So what we do is we summarize it in a very simple manner in less than 5 6 lines. So this will help you make a very prudent and quick decision. Now the key here is to make sure that the people who are using this can we help them make a right decision and a prudent one. And here I will just give you an example as to how these four characteristics come into being. Now I haven't gone far for this. I have just taken the example that was there for Friday. So on Friday we had this all cargo Gati stock, and in this stock, as you can see, there was a change in management. That was the part that they had uploaded on the BSE notifications. This was a PDF which was 3.42 MB long, so 3 MB plus. That's basically close to 5 to 6 PDF pages that were there, and it was delivered at 4:43. So now, for somebody who is doing his daily work, for him to constantly be on the lookout is very difficult, and to constantly refresh for each and every stock that he is interested will be, again, that will be very difficult. So what we have done is, basically, once we get all this information, we have basically used all four characteristics, that is the speed, the authenticity, the summarization, and filtration. And here's what we have come into. This is how we have shown the entire part in a very quick manner. This is the first page of the PDF, and this is how it will look like. So this PDF, and there were more pages out there. Due to paucity of the size, I could not show, paucity of the space, I could not show the entire part. But this is how we have comprised it in a very short manner. So here, right up, when you would get a notification on your WhatsApp, you would get the company name and the title right on your notification itself. So just by looking at that, you would know whether you want to even look at this notification or just move on with the work that you are doing in. Also, we give the summary in a very crisp and precise manner. As you can see, it was of change of management, where All Cargo Gati had appointed Mr. Khiani as the CIO, or Chief Information Officer of All Cargo Gati. And if somebody wants to read deeper into it, we also give them the link for the same PDF that you have seen before. Now, based on that, if he wants to dig deeper into that who is it, what is the experience, what will be the designation, what is this prior experience, he can just click on it. The PDF will be downloaded on your mobile phones, and then you can read more into it. And now comes the key factor, the speed. Now remember, as I have shown, they had uploaded at 4:43, to be precise, 4:43 and 12 seconds. We had sent the same message at exactly that moment. That is, this entire part, all the four characteristics, that is speed, the authentication, the filtration, and the summarization, all four of them happened within a minute. And this was there in your inbox within a minute. Maximum we would take possibly a minute or a two but this is how it is. Now, also with it, you would say, okay, this is an information that is there, but how do I know whether this information has affected my price already taken into picture or has not taken into picture? And that is why we have added one more feature to it, which is called a chart feature. Now, what chart feature does is the moment we send in that WhatsApp message, once we send in, at the same time, we give you what the chart looks like for that entire day. Looking at this chart, just by having one glance at this chart, you would know whether that information has already been factored in by the markets or it has not factored in by the markets. Based on this, again, this will help the people to make a prudent decision. There might be a case where you would think that the information is very important and this would be something that would affect the market, but then when you look at the chart, you all see that, okay, it has already been factored in. The prices have gone up or down, or there has not been a moment, that is, the news has still not been factored in. And then you can take more actions to it. So this is an additional feature that we have put in. And then we have put in many more features into it. So on our dashboard, what we have done is, and here, as you can see, we have given that the dashboard out here. We have taken all the stocks that you have selected. And again, these are the stocks that one of our clients has selected. And as you can look into this, most of them, if not all, are small caps or mid caps, barring couple of them. Most or all of them are small cap and mid cap. Getting the information for these kind of news is very, very difficult to come by. Now, here what happens is when it comes to weekly insight for the entire week, you can get all the notifications at one place. So here, when you get, let's say you have 50 or 70 stocks and it is very hard for you to track on your WhatsApp, all you can do is log into the website, here log into your profile, and here you can look into the company specific notification that will be coming in. So as you can see, in the past week, Tata Steel had 8 notifications, uh, Agarwal Industries have 3, so on and so forth. Now you might say, okay, but if I look into the BSE website, Tata Steel had close to 12 or 13 notifications that were coming in. And this is exactly where the fourth factor comes in, which is filtration. What we do is information that is not relevant is something we filter it out. So just as an example of Tata Steel, if there is a news that they have got a GST notice of 2,500 rupees, it is of no use. But it was, if it was of something that was going in millions and billions of dollars, then that is something that will be relevant and it will be reflected out here. So just not just on WhatsApp, you would also get the information on the company wise on your dashboard itself. Then we have added one more feature where what we say is in the weekly highlights, based on the news that has come in. Now, this part contains does not contain the stocks that you have chosen, but this contains the list of stocks where the information has come in, and based on information, there has been a huge change in the price, be it on the positive side or on the negative side. One of the examples that we have given in out here, and this is again based on last week, there's a company called Dronacharya, which has got a huge order. And based on this order, the news came in at 6:55 p.m. on 12th of September. On 13th, the price went up by 20%. Now, if you are somebody who has looked into this weekly highlight, if this was aftermarket, you could have taken the position just before that, and you can easily look into saying that, okay, the order size is pretty huge compared to the market cap that is there, and you would have earned and you would have got this kind of profits. And this is the effect that you can see in. Right the next day, the price went up by 20%. So here what we do is, based on what the over the past week, based on the notifications that have come in or all the different kind of news that have come in, which are the stocks, be it in your list or if they are not on the list, which have got affected the most, they are the ones that you can see in this. So this will again give you an idea, and based on this, you can also edit your watch list saying that, okay, I want to add the stock or I don't want to add the stock. Now, here there are again more features that have been coming in. Now, if you have something where you have a lot of stocks that are there, let's say you have close to 30 or 50 stocks that are there. Now, what happens is you would get a lot of notifications based on the company when they have uploaded that information. You might not want all the information, but you need some specific information. So here, what we have given is the filters that are coming in. So these filters come in all the four various parts. You can, based on where you're liking, you can enable some of the filters, or you can disable let's say 3 out of the 4 filters, and you would get news that is very specific to what your liking is. So this is one feature that we have added in, and we have made sure this is accessible to everyone, irrespective of what the part that is coming in. Now comes in the pricing. Remember, when we decided to go into or make this product, we made sure that the people, the ordinary people, are the ones who benefit from it, and not the people who have access to other tools which go in lakhs. So that is why we have kept the pricing so low that almost anybody who has a demat account can easily afford it. We have 3 plans out here, starting with a silver plan. The silver plan is just 99 rupees per month, and it is billed annually. Here you can track 15 stocks. Now, there might be a question as to why there are 15 stocks. When we spoke to others, we realized that more often than not, when it comes to people, on an average, they have close to 15 stocks. So we want them to make sure that they benefit and they can track all the stocks that they have in. And that is why it is there. Again, you can look into all the options that are there, which you can easily look in, which you can easily get through this. Then we have a gold and platinum. The key differentiator between three is the number of stocks that you can track. In the silver, you can track 15. In the gold, you can track 50. And in platinum, you can track 500 stocks that are there. Now, we have a lot of people who track more than 500 companies, and this is something that is very helpful for them. And at the same time, you would see that there are options which are strictly available to gold and platinum, which are like chart option, insider trading, and weekly highlights that I have shown you right now. And this is something which will help them make again a more prudent and a better decision. Now, the pricing, as I said, we are the lowest across the platform, no matter which fund that you use. And now you might say, okay, things look good, but how do I make sure that I can go into this? And we have kept it in a very simple process. It is so simple that anyone, literally a kid, can also do it. All you have to do is go into WEGRO.app. There, log in via your WhatsApp number. You would get an OTP on your WhatsApp itself. Once you get that, after that, all you have to do is you have to add in all the stocks that are there. And based on the number of stocks that you can add in, and here we have again given feature where you can add stocks based on sectors too. So if you are somebody who is interested in, let's say, Bank Nifty, just click on Bank Nifty. You will get all the stocks which are there under Bank Nifty, and you can select the stocks that are the ones that interest you, and then just click OK, and then you're done. It's as simple as that. And also, what we have also done is many people would be privy about the fact that I don't know whether it will work or it is something that I want. So why not? Can I try out something? So what we have done is, for the first month, you don't pay anything. The first month trial period is absolutely free. And on the adding more to it, it is not the silver feature, but it is the gold feature that is given to you. That is, you can track more than 50 stocks. You will get the chart option. You will get the weekly insights, the bulk order, everything that is there. You will get all of them absolutely free for the first 1 month. And then based on it, you can make a decision whether you want to go ahead or not. As I said, we want to make sure that the people, it's the people who don't have the resources can benefit out of it. Now, what are the various features that are there? Here are the features, as I've said. First one is the lowest price. Now, based on, you can look into any parameters that are there or any of the websites or apps that provide it. We provide it at the lowest price. The prices we have kept when we were deciding the price, when we decided the prices, we kept the client, the end client, the retail user at the middle of it, at the center of it, and we wanted to make sure that it's the retail investor who benefits from it, and not some an HNI or somebody else. Even they can benefit, but the core, the center for us was the retail users, investors that are there. We are the only ones out there who give this chart option. Due to this chart option, this helps a lot, especially when it comes to mid caps and small caps. We have many of our clients who use chart option extensively for small and mid cap companies, and they're just by looking at the information, just glance the information, look at the chart, they come to know whether this information is something that has been filtered in, that has been factored by the market, and based on that they make a decision whether they want to hold, buy, or sell the stock that is there. Another factor that comes in is the workflow. Now you actually never, once you have signed in, you would rarely want to go into the website. Anything that you want to add the stocks, you want to remove the stocks, you want to upgrade the plan, you want to look at the weekly highlights, you want to change the language, anything, you can do all of it via your WhatsApp itself. You just click on the WhatsApp, just click hi, just type in hi. You would get all the options that are there. You would get the options just like you have seen in other features that are there. You would get that, okay, what do you want the help? Here's the main menu. You click on the main menu and you would get all the features that are there, and you can add, remove, you can upgrade all the features. You can change the language, anything that you want to, you can do it very easily out here. Then we have regional updates. Now, right now, what we have done, as I said, we kept the retail investor right at the center of it. We realized that there are certain people who are not so well versed with English, but they are somebody who want to have an idea as to what is happening in their stocks in the company that they have invested in. So what we have done is the same feature, sorry, the same message, you would get it in Hindi, and very soon we will add other regional languages to it. I think within a month, within few weeks, we would get more and more languages that will be coming in. Right now, there are two languages that are there. So if we compare them side to side, it will be the same information, same number, everything. One is if you want it, you can have it in English, or if you want to, you can have it in Hindi as well. Another part that we have done is we have the news integration. Now, what this means is many a times there are very important interviews that happen, or there are news on various articles which are very vital. A CEO has said something based on what the future lookout would be, and they give this via their interviews. Now, even that information is something that we make sure that that is also part of the news that you would get. So on your WhatsApp, you would get a news saying that, okay, as I've given an example, Tata Steel CEO has said this. Here's the link, and you can go and read into this what they have said, or you can go through the video and you can get the information right there itself. Again, this is something that comes in real time. Once the interview is there, be it in a news article or be it in a news channel that is there, you will get that information just like that. One more part comes in is the dashboard. So in the dashboard, we have added all the features that are there. I have given you some highlights of what are the features that are there, and you can easily play with it. We have kept it very simple, no rocket science to it, and it is very self-explanatory. And if there are any problems, you just click on hi on WhatsApp and we will be more than happy to help. Another feature which I have not added here on purpose is it is not just the small caps, the large caps, or the mid caps that are there. We have also included SMEs and stocks which are traded across the platform. So they can be anywhere. They can be on PSE, they can be on any other exchanges that are there, and they can be SME stocks or they can be small cap. We make sure that those information are there. Again, we are the only ones which cater to SME stocks. something that the people have told us that, okay, we have the information of, we get a lot of information about large caps, we get some information about mid caps and small caps, but there is hardly a website or hardly a feature where we would get information about the SME stocks. So we said, if this is what everybody wants, we made sure that that is there. So these are the features that we have added in. There will be many more features coming in, and this is just a drop of the ocean when it comes to the features that will be coming in. The most important one, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all have your eyes on it recently. It's the IPO details. Now, right now, what happens is, I have seen this many a times, especially with the retail investors. They would look at the company, they would look at the GMP, and then they would decide whether they want to invest on. Now, this is not the right way. We decided that we will give the all the details that are necessary to make a prudent decision, and based on that you can make a smart decision whether you want to invest in this IPO or not. So here, instead of going through what the news is coming in or what the tips or what your friends have said that ye stock garam hai, IPO lete hai, we don't do that. We would give you precise numbers, we would give you links to all of them. What we also realized is, hardly anybody knows where the DHRP or the red hearing prospectus are uploaded. This is something that we will also add. Just click on the link and we would come to know very easily. Another feature that we will be adding in are the summary reports. Now, many a times what happens is there are several research reports that are floated in. Let's say for Zomato, if certain company, that company is covered by certain brokerage houses, what we would do is, instead of going through the long list or the long PDF that is given out there with detailed information, we would give you a summary and also the PDF saying that, okay, here's the PDF, this is a summary. If you are interested in this stock or if you are interested in what that brokerage house is saying, you can click on it, read it. We are giving you the summary that it can now very easily say which is the news that is important and which is the news that is not important.
On top of that, there are some categories like loss of certificate and all that. Company keeps uploading notifications on BSE and NSE under those categories. Most of the time, sending this to the user on WhatsApp is not that useful. So we categorize we filterize at category level as well. So when we find out that there are categories says that loss of certificate and all, we filter that at first step, and then what Ashish explained, that filtration comes in a second level.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So another thing, like on the, I mean, you were saying you also cover the SMEs and even the companies apart from which are listed on other exchanges apart from BSC. So how you
Yes.
managed to do that, and some light on that, because that would be beneficial for people who will subscribe to it.
Yes. So I can also see some questions on the chat, and I will just add this one. So there are others, and this is the question that has come through chat, that there are other people who also provide the same or similar services. What is the differentiator between them? One of them, as Prince has rightfully pointed out, we are probably the only ones who provide information that is based on not just on stock, but the stock which is can be there on BSE or any other exchange. Also, based on what our knowledge is, we are the only ones which provide we provide information not just for the large cap, mid cap, or small cap. We also provide the informations for SME. Something again, a lot of people or a lot of people who are companies which provide similar services do not cover SME stocks. Also, they do not cover companies which are listed on any other exchange other than BSE. We cover all of them. And here again, for us, those four characteristics are vital. We make sure that the speed, authenticity, the summarization and filterization is there throughout, be it an SME or be it on any other exchange. Again, we are the only ones. And the other point would be the pricing factor. Remember, as I said, at the core, at the center of it, when we made this product, at the center were the retail investors. And that is why we have kept the prices so low. Also, we have now started moving beyond just the notifications. As I said, there are many other features that we have added in. As I said, one of the examples that I can give you right now is the regional language. If you want, you will get the same notification in Hindi. Now, this is something, at least from what I know, based on my limited knowledge, no other service provides this kind of feature. Also, here, when you look at the prices are way too low, or they are the lowest across the platform that are there. And the other features where we are moving beyond just being the notification app, we will provide many more features that will be coming in, something like bulk orders that we provide, or the highlights that are there, and the weekly insights. So where you can see all the weekly notifications at one place. So over the past week, whatever the notification there that have come in on your WhatsApp, if you want to just go on your dashboard, look through all of them, and then you can make a prudent decision. Again, nobody else provides such features as far as I'm concerned. So that's how it is.
Additionally, as Ashish has already covered pricing and all the aspects, like covering all the stocks, including SMEs, what happens is our competition, what they do is based on the pricing, they prioritize the notifications. Say that you have purchased the platinum plan, they will deliver the notification first to you. Then this way priority happens. As well as AI level is also difference. If you are on a premium plan, the AI summary is much better to you. But what happens with WeGrow is we never differentiate. So what happens if you are on a trial plan or you are on a platinum, you will get a same level of AI summary description, as well as the delivery of message will be equal for all the users. Yeah.
Yes.
So our audience, they can ask any questions if they have. One question is there in the chat box. So DB is asking, have you used any of your competitors' products and services to further improve your WeGrow app?
Yeah. So here, as I said, that we know that there are certain there are certain companies which provide such services. We have gone through it, but frankly, we don't look at them as competitions. What we are looking at is how do we provide better services to our customers, and our customers' core would be the retail investors. And that is why if you compare the prices, if you compare the services based on other services, the other people who provide different services, they literally have categorization as to if you are somebody who has paid a higher amount, you would get a better AI summary, as Santosh has rightfully pointed out, and you would get the WhatsApp messages way before anybody else. And then they say, okay, the people who are getting using the free services, they would get it right at the end. We don't do that. And at the same time, our services are going well beyond that. As I said, that the fee from even now we have already started works on that. The first one that was there is the weekly part, that is for the entire week. If you are somebody who has covered, let's say 50 or 60 stocks, now in this case, you would get a lot of messages and you might miss out some messages because you have been working very hard at your office, or you have been working throughout the day and you did not get a chance to go through the WhatsApp messages that have come in. What you can do is, once you have a rest day, let's say like a Sunday evening, and here what you can do is simply go on the website, go through those notifications, and the companies which you are interested in, you can just click on it and you can watch all the important notifications that have come in over the past week. Now, again, this is a service that nobody else provides. The preferred language process is something, again, we know nobody else provides. So now you will see, and you will see it very soon. And we have given a few information about certain information out here. Here we would be going way beyond than just providing the notifications. We would be making sure that we add value to the people, to the retail investors, by which they can make a very informed and better decision. So here we will be moving way beyond just being the notification delivery product. We will be adding much more value to it. And here, if you just look into our features, as per my knowledge, nobody else provides such features, at least based on my knowledge. Santosh, you want to add something to it?
No, I guess you have covered all the points like language chart and all the features that no one provides right now.
Yes.
Also, SME stocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, guys, we Indians have a tendency to bargain to the last point. Just to understand on the pricing, so going forward, like if you guys get a scale, so do we see there would be any chances of reducing this pricing, or you have already kept it as the bare minimum? This is your expenses and efforts. I mean,
Yeah. So here, what even now we have made sure that the plans are such that everyone or anyone who has a demat account can easily benefit from it. And at the same time, what we say is, if you don't trust us, and please don't, uh, just go through the features that are there, absolutely free for 1 month. You would be the one who would be there in the gold plan. You would be getting all those features absolutely free for 1 month. Try it out. If you are happy, sign in. If you're not happy, please we send in a feedback. We'll be more than happy to add more features, and no hard feelings. We would say, okay, just go ahead, and we are totally okay with it. Also, when it comes to the pricing point, as Prince has said, once we get the scale, there is, as I said, we have kept the retail investor right at the very core of it. We want to make sure more and more people come into the fore, and they are the ones who are benefited from it. So once we get the scale, we would definitely be looking at the part where we can reduce the prices even further. But right now, the prices are for silver. The price is 99 rupees per month. For gold, where you can cover 50 stocks, and the chart option and the other features that are there, you would get it at 299 rupees per month. And platinum, where you can cover 500 stocks, you can that is what the one that is at 599 per month. All of them are billed annually, and there would be a GST charge that will be adding to it. Now, why we have kept these prices are, if you look at even the highest price, that is the platinum plan, compared to others, remember that is the highest plan that we have, okay, platinum plan, that is lowest than even the entry point for others. So our pricing point, we have kept it so low that anybody can come in, and once we achieve the scale, we would be more than happy to reduce the pricing further, and more people can come into the fore and benefit from this.
and on the spatial situation you were mentioning, what would you be doing that, and how that would be of interest to our participants? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just give you an idea about it. And I will just give you one example of it, or rather, a couple of examples. So there would be certain companies who are going for a stock split. This is a very simple example, and people might be interested in knowing any company which is going for a stock split. Another would be, if the promoter, or is there any promoter buying or selling that is happening for a specific stock. So if there is a part where there is a promoter who is buying a lot of his own stocks from the open market, this is something that would interest somebody. At the same time, there would be a promoter who would be uh, selling his stocks, or he would be selling uh, uh, his uh, his stake from that company slowly but surely. What we would do is, we would give them this information saying that, okay, over the past week, over the past month, from this company, these promoters have bought or sold these many stocks. And these are just two examples of the many more info example that can come in the special situation. Another would be merge demerger. Here I can give you an example, because this is something that has already happened. We have tried this and saw this. So Gujarat Gas is one company. If somebody had followed that company, basically there were three companies combined into one. Due to which, and out of that, one company was a private listed or a non-listed entity, and all these three companies were coming into one company, which will be called as Gujarat Stock. This information, if somebody was aware of it, and this was a public information, but they had given this in the last quarter, saying that from this date, these companies will be combined into one. right at that week when this was supposed to happen, the price went up almost 10 to 20%. So somebody who is aware of this firsthand, or somebody who is aware that, okay, next week this is something that will happen, will definitely benefit from it. So these are some of the examples. Raymond is another example that I can give you, but these are the kind of information which, due to a lot of over information or overburden of information, because as even Prince, you would appreciate this, that you get a lot of information at once, and it is very difficult to filter out the relevant information from the bulk of information that is there. So this is where our filtration part comes in, and this is where this will add value to our customers. So that's how it is for the special situation. A small example of the larger picture.
Great. I guess I'm done with the questions, and if there would be any subsequent question, definitely I'll ask you guys. But again, participants, if they have any question, one last call for them, they can certainly unmute and ask. Otherwise, Santosh, Ashish are always reachable, and they also have uh, uh, what we say Twitter handle by the same name WeGrow. So definitely you can connect over there, and there also you can find the links for the pricing. And if you like, definitely you can subscribe to that, and you always have an option to withdraw after 1 month of free plan which they have offered. And definitely they are open to your feedbacks so as to improvise. And Ashish, being a CFA, is more or less understand how and what we as investors look for in the apps, which could be a value addition to us. And Santosh also a tech guy and very enthusiastic. I even interacted in person, so he's a very passionate person. So definitely your suggestions, whichever will be possible, they will try to incorporate, and they will evolve their app. My best wishes, and thank you so much for taking out time. And definitely we can connect again if there would be additional features. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prince. Thanks a lot. And thank you, everyone, for taking a time out on Sunday evening. I know a lot of people had a lot of different various plans. You have taken your time out. You have heard us for almost an hour. Thank you. And if there are any feedbacks, please give us so. We are more than happy to have that information, to have your feedback. Anytime, anywhere, you can reach out to us via our Twitter handles and via WeGrow, and we are more than happy to reply. It can be a constructive criticism. It can be a feedback on or any feature that you want. We will be more than happy to answer that. Thank you, everyone, and see you guys next time. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.